Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is KairoS and welcome back once again to Let's Play Silent Hunter 3. As you can see, I've been doing some calculations here, working out this ship's basic course and speed. She's going medium speed, heading east-northeast, so that's along that line there, more or less. And she should be going around 10 knots if she's going medium speed, so we'll have no trouble intercepting this whatsoever. I'm assuming it's a merchant ship. We did spot it a little while ago. What's the time now? A couple of hours ago. So it actually should be a little bit further up along this line. So if we spotted that 2 hours ago, it's now 100 hours. Where am I looking? So say she's going 10 knots. In 2 hours, she would have done 37 kilometers. So she could be a little bit closer now. Actually, I started doing it earlier. Here we go. 37. So she should be about here right now. So still plenty of time to intercept her. And if we make good speed, I'm actually going to do that just to cut down the distance a little bit. We should have no trouble intercepting her. But we're going to have to use the hydrophone to pick her up because, as you can see, it's pretty rough out here. We're not going to get a visual on her anytime soon. It's raining very heavily indeed. But anyway, we should have no trouble picking this up, so hopefully very soon we should have some action. We shall see. Okay, just as I hope, we got the contact. It looks like just the one ship, I think. Let's have a listen on the hydrophone. Contact bearing 341. So what have you got for me? Oh boy. What was it? 341. Sorry, that's my door banging. I hope you couldn't hear that. Just a gust of wind there. Well, I can't hear anything. Am I looking in the right spot? Maybe you can hear better. I don't want to turn up the sound too loud in case we get echo. But yeah, I can't hear anything, though the sound man claims he can. So we know basically where it is now. It's actually drifting more out that way. So we're going to actually draw another line here, just between this, before it fades, and this. So we now know what its approximate course is. I'm going to cut here, try and get a little bit closer, get into position. We'll just do, we'll surface the boat, and we'll get into position. And I'll get these guys back on deck, because they're going to get tired otherwise. We are reloading the stern torpedo right now. Let's see how we're doing with that. We're almost done. 3 minutes. So we should be fine. And we'll take this guy off, let him have a rest, because they're going to get tired otherwise. Okay, we should be okay to intercept her now. I'm also going to get up, cut here, and close that door before it drives us all mad. Okay, I've gone to periscope depth, and we have a bit of an update here. It looks like this is going to turn out to be a small convoy. There's 2 ships here. And they aren't far out now, so I might surface one more time. We're 12 kilometers out. I mean, I could just stay down here and wait for now and set up for an attack. I think I will, because I've got a little bit more control over what I'm doing. I can't see up there because, as you can see, I'm going to use page up for this. I need to get into the habit of doing that. The weather is bad, very bad. So I'm not going to see anything anyway, and we're already in attack position, but I mean, just look at that. We're going to have a lot of trouble getting a solution this time. Actually, I'm not sure if I've ever seen weather that bad before. That's god awful. But anyway, we'll keep approaching, and we'll stay down here for a little while. It's a lot calmer. We can concentrate on setting up for an attack. And hopefully we'll get some success in a moment. They're right there at 356, but we cannot see anything. This weather is just awful. Let's have a listen in this hydrophone here. Give me those headphones, please. Well, he's definitely not making it up. I can hear them quite clearly now. They can't be more than 1,000 meters away. There we go. Okay, time to turn around. Let's do this quickly. Okay, I have no idea what we're dealing with, so we're probably going to be using a an impact torpedo here. Whoa, look at that. Actually, I do know what we're dealing with after all. That's British, all right. Let's quickly try and identify that. It's a medium, I think it's a medium merchant. Look for medium. Large, medium tanker, nope. Modern. Did I go past it? I hope not. Large merchant. Medium cargo. I think that's what we're dealing with, medium cargo. So we'll enter that. In that case, we might actually use a magnetic pistol, and let's have a look. What is the draft on this thing? Quickly, let's slow down. 1 knot. Where was I? What was I doing? Oh yes, draft, that's right. Just checking where they are. Good, and the smaller ship's behind, so we're just definitely going to try and shoot at this one. It might be a little too close though. Oh, let's reverse the engines. Rudder amidships. And reverse the engines. God damn it, get rid of that, will you? I'm not sure why my rubber isn't working there, but anyway. Well, that was amusing. That little cut there was just because my mouse decided that now is a really good time to stop working. I need to change the battery. Right, we're running out of time. Okay, draft is 9.2. Okay, if I go quiet, it's just because I'm concentrating. .2. Let's put it to 10. They're ready to go now. I'm just going to fire the 1 because I don't trust where I am right now. Let's get an angle on bow real quick. It should be about 90 by the time we're ready to fire anyway. Right now, what is the range going to be? The range will be about 400. Yep, not long now. Stop engines. Just quickly. We might lose depth, but that's okay. Just let us drift. Alright, let's do this. Enough thinking. Time for action. Range. Let's have range 400. I'll leave it 500 actually. Angle on bow. What was that angle on bow? Tempted to wait until it's right. It's going to be about 54 in a minute. Just wait a moment longer. Is that right? I can barely see here in this dark. This attack is not working out for me particularly well. We're going to have to guess the speed at 8. I think it's going 8. We don't have time to take a more exact approximation. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say 8.5, just to be safe. 8.5. Check the angle on bow one more time. I keep on doing that. Sorry, I've been thrown off a little bit. It's going to be about 70. We're going to say 70. It's hard to be exactly sure, but I think now's the time. Yeah, I'm going to say 74 in fact. 72, 74 maybe, between that. Okay. And so 70 something to port. Say that. That's going to have to do. Open tube. Oh, we need people in the torpedoes. That would be nice. Okay. Now we're ready to fire. Open tube 4. We're going to be shooting tube 4 because it is a Mark 1, Type 1. It's almost exactly right now. Just check one more time. Alright, let's do this. Tube 4, loss. Hopefully that will give us an impact. Let's see if this is running true. Did I? I hope I set that. Yeah, I did set it to... Oh, I'm pretty sure I set it back to magnetic. We'll soon know. We'll soon know. It's definitely running true. Please be magnetic. Yep, got it. Excellent. Well, that was a little... I was sort of all over the place there. That's a star shell going up there. Try and find us. Let's get underway again, because otherwise we'll sink. In reality, a submarine would not be able to remain stationary for more than a... Well, you could stop the engines, theoretically, but you would very quickly start to sink. So if you stop the engines for more than a couple of minutes, you would lose momentum and you'd start to just glide down, probably. Or alternatively, glide up, which would be even worse, depending on how your ballast was set. But it's very difficult to maintain depth with a stationary submarine, even today in the modern navies of the world. So, yes, we got it. I don't think it's going to go down, however. We will track it, of course, as we always do. We're not far away from it at all. We might not get confirmation for this because the weather is just so incredibly bad that, apart from making me quite jittery, as I'm sure you could tell from how I was recording that, it's just possible that we'll hear it sink, but we won't actually see it sink, which means we may lose the kill. But we did definitely damage it quite badly, I think. So now all we need to do is just follow her and see what happens. We're going to let this one go. It's not worth a torpedo in this weather. That looks like a small merchant of some form, an armed merchant. That's a British flag. So we've done well to get that in this weather. We'll just chug along for a little while and see if we get any more explosions. Okay, quick update here. I think this ship is done for. She doesn't seem to be under control anymore. She's left. This one's left her, and she's going on their original course, just zigzagging away up and down here. This one, however, is trying to turn to port, but she's slowed to a crawl, and she isn't going very fast at all. As you can see, we've still got a visual on her, and she is not looking too good at all. I'll put the night vision on just so you can see that a bit better. There you go. So she's listing fairly heavily, and I'm hoping that she'll sink on her own, although I'm, to be honest, quite happy to put another torpedo in her if necessary. But we do have to get into position for that, so I'm just going to cut between these two, and we might just follow her for a while longer and see if she goes down. Otherwise, it's stern torpedo time, and we'll finish her off with an impact pistol, I think. Okay, well, she's going 5 knots. I know that because I was quite literally keeping pace with her, just traveling along, watching her. And she's still under her own steam, looking pretty terrible, but I'm going to send this one to the bottom because it's obviously being saved by its watertight compartments. So if we just do a bit of a turn, I'm going to set up for another attack. Let's put some men in the rear tubes, and let's have a weapon officer in here. We're going to use tube 5, obviously, and we're going to use an impact pistol set for medium. Set it for 5 meters. And we're turning actually quite quickly, so I'll slow down to ahead, whatever that is. Head 1/3, that is. And we'll just get a angle on bow quickly, although we probably won't really need to worry about it too much. Angle on bow. We'll wait till we've straightened up a little bit, and then we'll get it. Slow down, head 1/3. Ahead slow. Now she spotted us. She seems to have changed course just slightly. I'm not sure. I think we're still good. Slow down to 1 knot, please. I don't want to
Derzeitige Fahrt 1.
How far out are we? Plenty. We've got plenty of range. So we should be fine. Again, she's only moving 5 knots. I'm actually going to make it 4.5 because I think she's probably slowing down still a little bit. And if she's in a turn, which I think she might be. So let's make speed like 4.5, like that. Alright. Let's get an angle on bow now. In a moment, maybe. Do a little bit of time compression. Because she's very, very slow. I mean, very slow. There we go. Just put that down. I think she's going slower than 4 knots, to be honest. Than 5 knots. Let's slow it down again. I wonder if she'll sink on her own. How is she looking? No, she's still under her own steam. I'm going to set it for 4. 4 knots. I think. Just having a think about it. Yeah, I think it is closer to 4 knots. I've just got that feeling, you know. We need an angle on bow now, please. What does that say? That says... I cannot read that, damn it. See, this is the problem. These black marks kind of make it difficult to see. 61. I think that says 60. It's going to be 65. We're going to say 65. Angle on bow. 65 to port. It's closer to 70, isn't it? We'll do that. That should be about right. I think that's pretty much it. 500 is exactly on. That should be about right. We'll make it 600 actually. I think it's closer to 600 now. And what else do we have to do? That's about it. I think we will still use that impact. I might set it to fast though, just to be safe. Open tube 5. We're going to aim... Should we aim down the middle? Let's aim slightly ahead just to be safe. I'll aim it manually. Check this one more time. That looks about right. Tube 5. Fire. This should not take long at all. Let's just see if it's running true. I hope I didn't aim too far ahead. It's very hard to miss at this distance, if you know what you're doing. But let's hope that goes off. That looks straight and true, so we should be seeing a huge kapow in a moment. There we go. Got her. You can't see much there, I know, but there's a big column of water there, plume of water. That is definitely going to go down. Yep, she's going down. Alright. This always seems to happen with me. I use one torpedo and then I think that's enough, and I end up following them for an hour and just getting nowhere, you know? They sink a little bit and then they just chug along at 5 knots or 4 knots, burning happily away and just heading on their original course. They always do it. But we've got her now, so we can say that's a successful attack. Fantastic work. I know you can't see much except for the fire there, but it's really surprising just how well this ship is staying afloat, even after that second torpedo and getting the kill confirmation. She's still bobbing here after about, I don't know, 10 minutes. So, yeah, it's interesting. They've obviously built this one pretty strong, but it's about to go down, I think. And I'm not going to linger here too long because I'm sure you guys can't see anything except for this driving rain and perhaps the smoke. So it's a bit of a radio program this time, but I'm sure you can imagine it's pretty nasty, really. I'm pretty sure no one's gonna survive in this storm. So whoever's on board that is going down with the ship. I strongly suspect. It's all very nasty, really. Okay, well that's another ship sunk. Nice work. Let's get rid of these lines. I'm not going to chase that little merchant. It can go and wherever it's going, I don't mind. We have bigger fish to fry. So I'm just going to head out this way. Let's surface this boat and think about heading back towards the west, moving into that grid here, CG 86, where I want to go next, although we've had plenty of success here. 3 ships in this grid, so this is definitely going to be a hot spot for shipping. So we might come back here later if I feel so inclined. But for now, I think I will end the episode, make it a shorter one this time. We got plenty of action, so I hope you enjoyed it. This has been KairoS, and thank you all very much for viewing. See you in the next episode.